In the last video, we have seen that how to create a simple pipeline. Okay. So in this video, we're going to see about how to just do the Jenkins integration with Git. Okay. So in the last class, if you remember, so what we have done in this pipeline, okay, this is a freestyle pipeline. So we have gone to configure. Okay. So inside the configure, and we have just do the execute shell, and then we have run some script. It was working. Okay. Now, just imagine I don't have the script. I have the script in Git. I wanted to run this script from the Git itself directly because it is not safe to keep all the script in the local machine. I mean, in your EC2 instances, and we have to keep all your code and everything in the Git repository. Okay. So for now, we need to go and do the Git integration. Okay. So what is Git integration? Means, okay, so if we go for here, so this is the, okay, if you go for the pipeline, right, so we are seeing one pipeline. Okay, click on this one. So here, okay, click on configure. Okay, the second step is going to be click on configure. Okay, scroll down to the top or scroll down to here. You can see under source code management. Okay, you should be able to add your GitHub repository. Okay, so now you can click on Git, and in the repository, okay, should be taking as a GitHub URL. For example, this is my GitHub, right? So this is my GitHub, and my company name is Cloud Institution. This is my Cloud Institution GitHub URL. GitHub this thing. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be integrating my GitHub repository. Which repository I wanted to be integrating? Okay. Now, as you can see here, I'm clicking on Cloud Institution Jenkins repo. Okay. So, or I'm using Jenkins. Okay. So I'm just clicking on Jenkins file repo. Okay. I have some of the script is already there. Okay. So you can choose any kind of a script, right? Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be click on code, and then I'm going to copy this URL. Okay. Now, and then paste it here. All right. Okay. So now it's asking for the credentials, right? So we need to give a credential for your repository. Now, what I'm going to do, click on global, and then I'm going to click on username with password because the GitHub URL is going to be username and then the password. Okay. Now the username is going to be, okay. So my the email ID of my company and then the cloud institution. Okay. The password, you have to give the password of the cloud institution, the GitHub repository, whatever the password you are given your own for the Git, and you have to give that one. Okay. Now, okay, I've given my password. Okay, the ID you can just give any kind of a number or any kind of a name just for namesake. No, that's not very important. Okay, I'm going to create. Click on create. Okay. Now, as soon as I just click on it, you can see that the cloud institution credential has been added in the below, right? Okay. Now you can click on that one, and then okay. So now I wanted to use which branch of the Git I will be choosing it. Branch means so this is my cloud institution, and then we have a branch name called main and all these things. So now I have only one branch which is called main as a default branch. Okay, but here is master is there. Master is not available, right? Now I'm going to change it to main. Okay, because all the code, whatever is available in that particular repository, it is taking and it will be loading it. Okay, now I'm going to save it. Okay, and I'm going to go and configure it again, see that whether everything's good or not. See, something is still not good. You failed to connect the repository. Okay, error performing git command is not working. The reason being, okay, so whenever you're going to the EC2 instance, okay, so here in this your server, the git command is not working. That's why it is giving you this error. Okay, now what I'm to do, I have to install git here. Yum install git -y. Okay, so all good, everything is good. Okay, now if you can go and save it again, if you go and configure, okay, now you see, now I'm not seeing this error. That's right. Previously, we are seeing some errors. As soon as I go and install Git in my, the master, Jenkins master, that error is gone away. Perfect. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is that, okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make GitHub and I'm going to create one simple shell script. Okay, I'm going to create one simple shell script and I'm going to run it. Okay, I'm going to add files. Okay, so I'm going to give cloud.sh. Okay, the shell script, and then the script content is going to be, okay, so I'm giving echo. Okay, so running this script from the Git repository. Got it? All right. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to commit changes. All right. Okay. Now it's simple, right? Now what I'm going to do here is that I'm telling here to go to configure again, and I'm going to tell them saying that, hey, my script, the cloud.sh script is not in temp directory, is that in the Git repository. So what I have to do, I'm to go and sh, and then I have to give the repository. I have to give this cloud.sh name itself. You have to give. Why? Because I'll tell you why. Okay. Now sh cloud.sh is what I'm just running. I'm going to save it. Okay. Now I'm going to build now. You'll be seeing, for example, okay, if you can see this, right? If you can see this one, I'm opening a different browser. Now you see this one, there is something, all the scripts are running very blank, right? For example, I'm also going and showing that some of the previous scripts, like, okay, so this is very flat, okay. So nothing is being, there is nothing, no trace of Git repository is being available, right? Now, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be doing I'm going to be doing it like, I'm going to build now and I'm going to show you the difference, how the Git has got integrated with the Jenkins. Okay. Now I'm going to build now. Okay. So now if you go and inside and see, now you see there are a lot of Git init, the Git versions, and all the Git commands is being executed. And then you run this script called sh cloud.sh. Got it. Now, if you can see it closely, right, what happened in the background? Now, cloning repository, this is the repository, okay, and it took all the code from this Git, and then it got stored in this location. Now, if you can go back and see, to your AWS instance, okay. Now, if you go and cd to this folder, okay, surprisingly, you'll see all the files, whatever is it located in this Git repository, have been copied to this location. See, Jenkins file Terraform, and cloud.sh, everything's got. So now what it will happen is that, so as you can see here, the cloud institution freestyle job. Okay, this file, this folder will match with your job name. See. So what happens is that, whenever you're creating this kind of a Git integration, so it will create one folder in the name of your job. Jenkins will go and execute whatever the files and folders is there under this folder only. That is the reason why I've not given any location over here. I'm just given just cloud.sh. Why? Because I know that is running from here. Okay, so the file name what I have to give is cloud.sh is what we have to give. Right now, so now again I wanted to change some script, right? Okay, now I created this file. Now again, what I'm going to do? Okay, I'm going to do some additional script. Okay, so echo. Okay, I'm running it for the second time. Now I just added some script. Now I don't need to do anything, right? So this is what Jenkins is all about. I don't need to do anything. Just go here, just build now. Okay, 7th job is created. See, running for second time. Okay, again I'm going to add something. Third time, and I don't need to do anything from the Jenkins point of view. I just go and do a build. That's it. Build now. Now the eighth build will trigger, and then it will execute the script whatever is been there in the Jenkins. So in the Git. Understand? So what is the purpose of this one is that you don't need to worry about whatever you want to test. So the developers already been put their code in the Git repository. The job of the Jenkins to go and take the latest code and then just deploy it and see whether it's working or not. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some error. We'll see. I'm going to do some error. Okay, I comment. Okay, now if I run this one, what will happen? Jenkins will now. Jenkins will. So each job is passed and Jenkins will fail with this error saying that hey, unexpected end of file is matching. So now tell me what is the advantage of running this one from the Jenkins? So we can also go and do it manually, right? So what is the advantage of doing this one? So advantage of doing this one is this. First one is faster. You don't need to worry about which script has to be running and what we have to do. The second one very, very important thing is like you'll be having all the logs of whatever is got run. So if you're running manually, you won't be able to see all the logs. For example, now I'm running the script. So I got some output. Okay, tomorrow morning I'm just running coming and again some 4 or 5 times. If you want to see the logs of the yesterday what I've run, I don't know. Yesterday I got some output. I don't know what is that one. That seems to be correct. I changed something, but it's not working now. Okay, so these are all the things it will be there. That is the reason why Jenkins is kind of a very, very fast, flexible, and then it's to show the logs and secure, it's authenticated. There are many things can be done through the Jenkins. Okay, so in the upcoming videos, we are going to see a lot of things on the different pipelines and how to execute the different pipelines, all these things. Okay, so now as part of this video, I hope you understand that how to configure Git from the Jenkins. Okay. So thank you so much for watching.